You have a pattern. Every single relationship you get into starts the same way. You meet someone and they seem amazing. They are charming. They are interesting. They are different from everyone else. They make you feel special. And you fall. Du fall hard. And then, somewhere down the line, the mask slips. You realize they are not who you thought they were. You realize they are manipulative. You realize they are emotionally unavailable. You realize they are toxic. But by then, you are already attached. You are already invested. You are already trying to convince yourself that it is not that. And the worst part is that you know this pattern. You have been through it multiple times. You have watched yourself do this over and over with different people, and you still do not understand why. You still cannot figure out why you keep choosing people who are not good for you. Here is the uncomfortable truth. You are not unlucky. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are not just someone who keeps meeting toxic people. You are someone who is attracted to toxic people. And you are attracted to them for reasons that have nothing to do with love and everything to do with your own damage. The first reason you always fall for toxic people is that you mistake intensity for love. Toxic people are intense. They are passionate. They are dramatic. They make you feel things. They make you feel alive. They make you feel like finally someone actually cares about you this much. But intensity is not love. Intensity is just intensity. It is excitement. It is chaos. It is volatility, and you have confused it with depth. You have confused it with connection. You have confused it with someone actually valuing you. Real love is quiet sometimes. Real love is stable. Real love does not make you feel like you are on a roller coaster all the time. Real love does not require constant drama to prove itself. Real love does not make you feel like you are constantly fighting to keep the other person interested. But toxic people are experts at creating that feeling of intensity. They love you intensely one day and ignore you the next. They are charming, and then they are cruel. They promise you the world, and then they disappear. And this unpredictability is what hooks you. Your brain is constantly chasing the high of when they are being nice to you. Your brain is constantly trying to figure out how to keep them in the good mood. Your brain is constantly activated by the uncertainty, and you mistake this activation for love. You think, if I feel this intensely, it must mean something real is happening. But what is actually happening is that you are addicted to the uncertainty. You are addicted to the chase. You are addicted to trying to win someone over who does not actually want to be one. Here is the part nobody tells you. If you are always in love with people who are emotionally unavailable, it is because emotional unavailability feels familiar to you. Somewhere in your past, probably in your family, you learned that love meant chasing someone who did not quite give you what you needed. You learned that love meant trying hard to please someone who was impossible to please. You learned that love meant feeling like you were never quite enough. And now you are repeating that pattern. You are choosing people who remind you of that dynamic. You are choosing people who make you feel that same desperation. You are choosing people who make you feel like you need to prove your worth. The second reason you always fall for toxic people is that you are attracted to their confidence. Toxic people seem so sure of themselves. They seem so comfortable with who they are. They seem like they do not need anyone. They seem like they have it all figured out. And you are drawn to that because you do not feel that way about yourself. You are constantly doubting yourself. You are constantly wondering if you are good enough. You are constantly seeking validation from other people. And when you meet someone who seems so sure of themselves, it feels like they have something you need. But what you are misreading is arrogance for confidence. What you are misreading is narcissism for What you are misreading is emotional unavailability for independence. Truly confident people do not need to make other people feel small to feel big. Truly confident people can be interested in other people. Truly confident people can be vulnerable. Truly confident people do not need constant validation. Toxic people need constant validation. That is why they are so attractive to you, because you are willing to provide it. You are willing to tell them how amazing they are. You are willing to make them the center of your world. You are willing to sacrifice your own needs to keep them happy. And they take that. They take all of it. Because it is what they need. But they will never actually love you back because they are not capable of seeing you. They are too focused on themselves. They are too focused on getting what they need from you. The third reason you always fall for toxic people is that you believe you can fix them. You believe that if you just love them enough, if you just try hard enough, if you just understand them deeply enough, they will change. You believe that your love is special, that it will be different with you, that you are the one person who can reach them. But this is a fantasy. This is a story you tell yourself to justify staying in a relationship with someone who is hurting you. This is a way of pretending that you are the problem, not them. Because if you are the problem, then you can fix it. If you just try harder, if you just understand better, if you just love more, then it will work. But it will not work. Because the problem is not that they have not found the right person. The problem is that they do not want to change. The problem is that they are comfortable being the way they are. The problem is that getting you to chase them is exactly what they want, and while you are busy trying to fix them, you are ignoring the fact that they are breaking you. You are ignoring the damage they are doing to your self-esteem. You are ignoring the way they are slowly convincing you that you are the crazy one. You are ignoring the way they are making you doubt yourself. Real love is not about changing someone. Real love is about accepting who someone is and deciding if you can live with that. If you are constantly trying to change someone, then you do not actually love them. You love the idea of who they could be. You love the fantasy of who they could become. You do not love who they actually are. The fourth reason you always fall for toxic people is that you have poor boundaries. You do not know how to say no. You do not know how to walk away. You do not know how to protect yourself. You do not know how to prioritize your own well-being. And toxic people can smell this from a mile away. They know that you will accept behavior that you should not accept. They know that you will make excuses for them. They know that you will stay even when you should leave. They know that you will put up with things that no one should have to put up with. So they test you. They push your boundaries to see how much they can get away with. And every time you accept something you should not accept, you are telling them, "You can do this and I will still stay." You are teaching them that they can hurt you and you will still come back. You are teaching them that there are no real consequences for their behavior, and they keep pushing. They keep testing. They keep seeing how far they can go, and you keep staying. You keep accepting. You keep making excuses. Real boundaries are about knowing what you will and will not accept from another person. Real boundaries are about being willing to walk away if someone treats you poorly. Real boundaries are about loving yourself more than you love the idea of being in a relationship. You do not have this. So you allow people to treat you in ways that hurt you. So you allow people to disrespect you. So you allow people to lie to you and cheat on you and manipulate you. Here is the part nobody tells you. Setting boundaries is not mean. Setting boundaries is not selfish. Setting boundaries is not closing yourself off to love. Setting boundaries is protecting yourself from people who do not have your best interests at heart. The fifth reason you always fall for toxic people is that you are trying to heal your past wounds with the wrong person. You had a parent who was emotionally unavailable, and now you are attracted to emotionally unavailable partners. You had a parent who was critical, and now you are attracted to partners who are critical of you. You had a parent who was manipulative, and now you are attracted to manipulative partners. And you think that if you can finally make this person love you, if you can finally get them to see your worth, if you can finally get them to change, then you will have healed the original wound. You will have fixed what was broken in your childhood. But that is not how healing works. Healing does not come from getting someone who hurt you in the past to finally love you. Healing comes from accepting that what happened was not your fault. Healing comes from learning that you are worthy of love, regardless of whether your parents showed you that. Healing comes from breaking the pattern. Instead of repeating it, you are repeating it. You are choosing the same type of person over and over. You are recreating the same dynamic. You are trying to win over someone who, like your parent, does not have the capacity to give you what you need, and you will never heal this way. You will just keep getting hurt. You will just keep choosing people who prove to you that you are not worthy of love. You will just keep confirming the belief that was planted in you so long ago. The sixth reason you always fall for toxic people is that you do not actually value yourself. On some level, you do not believe that you deserve someone good. On some level, you think you deserve someone who treats you badly. On some level, you believe that toxic people are the only ones who would actually want you. So when someone normal and kind and stable comes along, they do not interest you. They are too easy. They do not make you feel the intensity that you have learned to mistake for love. They do not need you to rescue them or fix them or prove your worth. They just like you for who you are. And that terrifies you. Because if someone likes you for who you are, then you cannot hide. You cannot perform. You cannot pretend to be something you are not. You cannot believe that it is conditional on you being perfect. So, you reject them. You push them away. You find something wrong with them, and then you go back to the toxic person who is confusing and painful and familiar. Here is the part nobody tells you. The only way this pattern ends is if you actually believe you deserve better. Not in an intellectual way where you say the words, but do not mean them. But in a real, deep, undeniable way where you know that you are worthy of someone who treats you well. And that requires looking at why you do not believe that about yourself. It requires going back to where you learned that you were not worthy. It requires facing the pain of your past instead of trying to heal it through your relationships. Most people do not do this. Most people keep repeating the pattern. Most people keep choosing toxic people. Most people keep wondering why they always end up in painful relationships when the answer is sitting inside them. You could be different. You could break this pattern, but it is not going to happen by accident. It is not going to happen because you meet the right person. It is going to happen because you do the work on yourself, because you examine why you are attracted to people who hurt you, because you build actual self-worth instead of depending on someone else to give it to you, because you set boundaries and enforce them, because you choose to be alone rather than be with someone who treats you poorly. Through yourself.